So I get asked all the time, Kris, outside of real estate investing, you've got to be investing in a lot of other stuff. After all, if 90% of all millionaires made it in real estate, 100% of all billionaires made it in private equity. In other words, they were investing in high-tech plays, other companies, franchises. And so for today, I thought for the first time ever, I'm going to reveal where I stash my cash. Because no, even though I've done thousands of real estate transactions, it's not the only place where I put my money. It's definitely not going in the crypto bucket. It's going in other places. It's not going in gold. Where is it going? Let me show you right now.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go!
Man, where are you supposed to invest your money in a political climate like this, where the Fed has raised the rates, where we've got inflation really high, we're somehow missing 6.5 million homes, and yet the unaffordability of real estate is sitting with the current median around $430,000? To me, it looks like a big pile of crap. As in, this is actually my friend's dog's crap that he thought would be really funny for my birthday to encase in epoxy and give to me as a funny joke. And I keep it here in studio, and it's kind of what the investment arena smells like right now. And yet I'm making some of the juiciest investments I've ever made in my entire life. How can that be? Check it out. All right, let's kick off by actually talking about the market and what's going down, because the US Federal Reserve raised interest rates to a 22-year all-time high on Wednesday as it continues to fight against rising inflation. By the way, reports have come out and basically said for the remainder of 2023, you can expect the Fed to keep doing that. That's their only leverage control on lowering inflation, because inflation is freaking everybody out. The cost of gas, the cost of food, everything is up. And right now, I think the government's to blame for it. I mean, they did print the trillions of dollars, and yet what do we have? Our dollar is losing value so rapidly that other countries that used to be backed by the US dollar are backing away from us, and they're saying no more. So in other words, the United States is being downgraded as a second-class world citizen. It ain't cool, but it also isn't cool to your personal finances. Even though inflation has continued to go down, price increases still remain higher than the Fed's 2% annual target rate, meaning more interest rate hikes are likely to come for the remainder of this year, although I do believe that those are going to soften and come down in 2024 because a particular person would like to still remain in office as the president, and I don't know if they have any other brownie points they can score other than lowering the interest rates. By default, let me tell you what most Americans are doing right now. They're like, I don't know what to do. Let's just keep throwing our money into like the 401k. Did you know that by the age of 65, that the average 401k balance, $198,000. The average stock market ROI since 1970 has dropped to 7.5%. People are losing faith in the 401k. This number in the last decade has dropped dramatically. The average 401k portfolio generates an ROI of 5 to 8%, closer to 5%. And you subtract the inflation, now you're sitting at a net 1%, which basically is called diddly squat. You ain't making no money. And with single-digit ROI at 6%, $10,000 is going to take 12 years to double. But if you had a way of tapping into, like I'm going to show you in one of my popular investments, how to make 25% a year on your money, now your money doubles in every 2.8 years, not 12. The secret to get out of this mess, you have to tap into higher ROIs, return on investments. People are like, no, Kris, that's risky. Don't do that. You don't want to take your money and put it at risk. I'm like, doing nothing is the bigger risk. Don't you know where you're going to be at age 65? You're going to be flat freaking broke. Well, let me tell you right now, the future is most definitely uncertain, but there's a reason why I got a smile on my face. And it's not a steaming pile of crap. It's something kind of cool. With interest rates so high and the cost of living continuing to increase, it's crucial to be ready financially in the coming months. Here are the best places to put your money right now that are definitely not just going to outperform inflation, but actually get you on track and actually start creating the future that you've been looking for. The secret of getting out of this hellhole comes down to your understanding of this word, passive income, and this word, active income. In principle, you might think you understand them, but I might mean them very, very different, so let me go over them. Passive income, or unearned income, as the IRS likes to call it, is income that requires minimal effort to obtain. The other term, active income. Active income is income received from a business venture that you actively participate in. So active income has the potential for not just double-digit ROI, but triple and quadruple-digit ROI. That means making 100% a year on your money, making 500% a year on your money. And you might be thinking, okay, Kris, passive, active. What are these two things that you're investing in? And Kris, what are all the other things that you're investing in? I'm gonna give you 2 tips, 2 secrets right now. Here's the first one. 90% of all millionaires became so through owning real estate. So yes, on the passive side, we have got to talk about real estate. But on the active side, something I don't share very often with you, billionaires make their money from investing in businesses. Or in other words, there are 3,000 billionaires on the planet. And did you know that what they all share in common? Not real estate, it's business. All right, let's talk about option number 1. This is the passive income play. This is about earning double-digit ROIs in the game of real estate. Now, when I say real estate, I do mean something very specific. Traditional real estate investing involves buying a property and selling it later for a profit, or owning property and collecting rent as a form of fixed income. Real estate is perfect for those who are willing to take more risk for higher returns. Real estate can give you an ROI of 25% or greater. I'm usually targeting somewhere around 35%. An investment property can bring you passive income. Find one with combined expenses lower than the amount that you can charge for rent, and this will generate cash flow and increase your monthly income. And yes, in this market with these interest rates, is this doable? Well, out of 324 markets in the United States, the answer is no for most people. For me, it's yes, because I only invest in the top 5 markets. And at the end of this video, I'm just gonna show you how to access my kind of deal flow. So if you wanna make the crazy good money, the kind of money that people are afraid of calling get rich quick, I'm telling you, that's what all the wealthy people do. And so at the end of this, you can click the link below and you can learn how I'm doing that. I'll even help set it up, so I'll do it even for you. And for our second option, for active income, we're gonna talk about investing in businesses. This is known as a quadruple digit ROI. When we talked about real estate, do you know why I call that a double-digit ROI? Because when you make 25, 35%, that's 2 digits. 3 and a 5, 35%. So you heard me right. Quadruple digit means that there's 4 digits. Let's talk about 1,000%. 1,000. People are like, okay, now you lost me, Krohn. There's no way you can make 1,000% on your money. Buddy, I'll make 10,000% on my money. How am I doing all that? Well, check it out. When it comes to business, there's definitely a lot of factors that can make or break your success. So where you choose to invest your money can have a serious impact on the health and growth of your portfolio. Investing in businesses can provide you with a steady stream of income. This is especially helpful if you're looking for ways to supplement your regular income. Investing in business is a smart move for anyone. It can help you diversify your portfolio, generate additional income, and build relationships with other professionals. Now, all this comes from Faster Capital, and I 100% get behind it. It's this idea of you don't have to be the operator, but you can own a piece of very successful businesses. And I'm gonna share with you a couple of them right now. For years now, as an influencer, every day my inbox is full of people basically saying, hey, will you invest in my business? Will you help me grow my business? Kris, if I could get some of your social media behind my business, it would really push it. Getting hit up over 1,000 times a year, I have to have a team that can comb through and basically say, hey, what's legitimate? And it turns out there's a lot of really amazing opportunities. Some of them have really, really high upside. And every year I pick about a dozen of them. I pick the most promising opportunities and I do what's called private equity. This is where I give them a little bit of cash, or I have a little private investors club. And together we throw in a little bit of cash, take ownership, and then I will use my personal resources, my social media, etc., to basically help grow that company. Right now, for example, I have several companies that all have billion-dollar plus potential. I launched just one of them last month, made over $2 million in one day. I've got another company solving global supply chain issues that could be a $100 billion company. All of these companies basically are in all these different sectors. Some of them are tech plays, some of them restaurants, some of them franchises. And my goal is simple. Use all of my success and resources to grow them so that I can grow the money that I've put into them. Now I'm telling you right now, these investment opportunities are everywhere, but I picked the very best ones. And in a moment, I'm gonna show you how even you can get your hands on some of them. All right, I shared with you how I get access to some of these awesome deals. Let's share how you can get some access too. Here's something that might interest you. Over the past 2 decades, my team and I have helped thousands of people achieve their dreams of financial prosperity through investing. I've done over $2 billion worth of investment deals, but I've also invested in dozens of successful businesses, and many of them, they've done their payouts, they've given me their returns. And if you were to say, hey, Kris, between real estate, the long play of growing wealth, and business, which one makes you the most cash flow the fastest? Hands down, it's business. Check it out. A couple of years ago, I decided to put together an investment club. Very similar to what I do in real estate. There's a lot of people that say, hey, Kris, I got money in 401ks and IRAs. Can I partner with you and let you do 100% of the real estate work? And I call that done for you real estate, and that's what I do for people. I've started doing something very similar in the game of investing into other businesses. My exclusive Investors Club provides an experience with the best investment deals, like real estate and business investments, exclusive events, personal access to me, like literally even my cell phone. And basically, we work as a team to go take down some of these very exciting investments. And these people aren't rich. They just have a little here and a little there. But when we put our resources together, everyone can play together. The investment club is the ticket to mass fortunes in less time. And generally, I recommend that if you have $100,000 or more sitting in 401ks, IRAs, home equity, savings, crypto, etc., you're actually in a perfect position to deploy these funds and basically diversify them into a variety of other companies that have really, really high upside. And you know what? Not every company is going to work out. But when your dollar goes towards a whole bunch of companies, well, then you can have a couple that literally go to the moon and back and a couple that don't, and it all averages out. And what it means at the end of the day? Well, I got news for you. I learned this from Ray Dalio, who returned $27 billion to his investors. This is what successful hedge fund managers do. This is what successful wealthy people do. They don't just invest in real estate, they invest in successful companies. If you want to learn more about it, this is the first time I've ever made a video about it. I hope I did okay. And if it made sense, and if you meet some of that criteria, click the link below and just drop your name, your phone number. I'll give you a bunch of information and we'll be in touch with each other because you might be joining my personal private investment club, which could be really, really life-changing and very cool. If for whatever reason buying businesses, investing in companies feels a little bit scary, then we should definitely have a conversation of where I'm finding the very best deals in 2023. The market has flipped for the first time in 12 years and it has created unprecedented opportunities, and there's a lot of money to be made in real estate right now. If you want to know where and how, click right here and let me show you.